Using 86 box running in full screen mode, we can emulate the IBM PC 8086 and boot a very realistic 8086 with MS-DOS 3.0. As you can see here, memory is only 640 Ks, and right now the system is simulating, checking everything, and this does take a little while. So the actual BIOS is downloaded from a ROM. This is emulation, as close to as we can get. The screen, we have emulated a amber monochrome screen. This is what it looks like when I first touched the PC, somewhere in the late 80s, probably about 88 or 89. And now we have to type the date and the time, and you have two drives, A and B, available. By typing dir, you can see a list of the contents of the directory, and by typing prompt $P, $G, you can actually show your present place in the directory. So if you go to B drive, you're on the root directory of B drive. And modifying dir with a /W gives you a wide view so that all the files fit on the same screen if you have plenty of files. So this is the files that came with MS-DOS, and there were no hard drives on the disk. So you could make some directories, and you can change to that directory, as you can see here, and that directory would be empty. So yeah, you had a control over the system. It was an amazing system to play with. Before this, there were no computers at all. So this was incredible. And yeah, here I'm trying to remember the commands. I think it was delta. But yeah, I'm playing with a simulation here, and yeah, it definitely brought me back quite a bit to my early days of computing. Now on this channel, I'm not emulating the amber screen except for this specific time, because the computers at the time were a little bit more capable. Now the autoexe.bat file that I'm editing here is a file that gets executed every time that the system is running. So what I'm doing here is creating a little program that just turns the echoing off, which means that the commands that's written in the autoexe.bat file is not shown, and then typing that prompt $P, $G in there, asking for the date and time, and showing the version of MS-DOS. So just checking that everything's in the file, exiting that, and now there should be an autoexe.bat file that contains those commands. So once we've double checked that, I'm just going to give the system a quick reboot to see if it actually reads that file. So you can see it's actually skipped over the BIOS stuff because this is a warm boot, so it doesn't need to check all the hardware again. It knows it's working. And then that's just a precursory check, and then once it gives this little code and a beep, just wait for it. It's actually starting to read the disks. This is reading from the floppy. It would have made these sounds. This is chewing through the data on there. Very different from today's really fast PCs. So there we go, MS-DOS version 3.30. The only other thing that came with this MS-DOS was gwbasic, and that was on the other floppy. So there you can see gwbasic. There were some other commands as well, allow you a little bit more easy surfing through the directory trees. Okay, back onto basic. Let's write a little program. And this one will just print hello world. And then we have to tell it to exit the program by system. And we'll save the program. We'll call it hello or something. And then we'll exit to the system. Fantastic. Okay, so this is the most basic program, and you can see that the file was made. There should be a hello.bat, and now you could run it with gwbasic and then hello.bash, and it should just do what the program's supposed to do. And that was your introduction to MS-DOS running on the 8086 in 1988. Thanks for watching.